Hi, Owen Everard here, just going through the book, just going to take an article out of it. We're going on, we're going to look at 7 habits of highly effective sleepers. Okay, so again, I think sleep is something that is really important. So it's really important that you be proactive. What makes some good sleepers versus poor sleepers? I think the first thing to say is that they're proactive. They try they constantly work on sleep. I know I'm a bit obsessed with sleep, and I don't just leave it up to chance. I try make sure that I do as much things as I can to make sure I'm having a good night's sleep. Okay, so that's number one. You're proactive. You're trying to make sure you're sleeping. You're not just not caring or giving a crap about it. So second, then they maintain an effective circadian rhythm. That's the time you get up and the time you go to bed has to be similar. Okay, you want to be kind of getting up at the same time, going to bed at the same time. That gets your body used to the habit, so it'll start to get sleepy and drowsy towards the end of the day. So it's really important. If you're going to bed at random different times, it's very hard for your body to know when it should feel tired, when it should be awake, okay? Because it thinks there's different work to be done. So you want to, as much as possible, get in the habit of going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time. If you struggle to go to bed, you can set an alarm in the morning that you have a time that you get out of bed. That again will help. And then you can set an alarm for the evening time, because sometimes people get in on Netflix, it just rolls you through to the next one. So just set an alarm, say it could be at 9:30 where you start getting up and getting ready to bed. It could be 10 or whatever time it is, but at least it'll be the same each time. That it's like, if the alarm goes off, okay, turn off the TV, the show will be there later. Because it's a thing as well, is once you're tired, if you're lying on your couch watching TV, it's because you're tired, it's very hard to get back up. So having an alarm there is good. Otherwise, you can kind of be drifting watching that, where if you had gone up, read your book, you probably would have fell asleep and had a good night's sleep. But if that lasts too long, you could be there ages. So just make sure you're going to bed at roughly the same time. You have the same kind of rhythm throughout the day. Okay, this next one then in number 3 is they don't use phones in the hour before bed. This is something that's really helped me. I don't charge my phone in my bedroom anymore. I just bring in a watch to bed for the alarm. Because phones emit blue light, which stops serotonin, which makes you feel good during the day, being converted to melatonin, which makes you feel drowsy and sleepy, and that's what you need to help to get to go to sleep. So if you're on your phone and then you come off, you can be close your eyes. It can take you a while then to drift to sleep, because the melatonin kind of needs to be produced then. If you're doing that, at least have on the orange. A lot of them have that kind of night mode. It just makes the screen more orange. Again, you can get blue blocker sunglasses. They're just any sunglasses that have orange lenses. They'll take out that blue. They'll take out that blue light, which then at least you will allow your body to realize that it should be going to sleep. Other things you can do are have lamps or low level lighting. Don't have lights overhead, because it kind of replicate the sun coming down. And again, these are things like consciously you know that, like, oh, that's not the sun, but subconsciously it's just telling your brain like that the sun is still not high in the sky. Or at least if you have lights on lower, it looks like, well, the sun's going down. So you want to have lights, low level lighting on at nighttime. We have lamps in every room here. We never really turn on the overhead lights at all. So that's no phones before bed. Have lamps on rather than overhead lights. Be careful with the foods you eat. There's some foods that will help you sleep and some that won't. Obviously, sugary foods, caffeine should be avoided later on in the evening. I know some people who can have those, but they're more the exception rather than the rule. Exact same with alcohol. Again, it'll make you go to sleep, but you won't be in a deep sleep. So you want to make sure there are foods that have a kind of thing called tryptophan. Now, how I spell that is Tryptophan. I'm calling that tryptophan. I don't know if that's exactly how it's actually pronounced. So, but tryptophan is a thing that can help produce more melatonin. So again, if you struggle, any like whole grain, so I have like a bowl of porridge, almond butter would have it. You might have like a bit of porridge bread or something with almond butter on before going to bed. Again, will kind of help reduce any like hunger pains. Turkey has it, good bit of it, cottage cheese. Kiwis have it again. I wouldn't be mad on kiwi fruit before bed, but again, if the other stuff wasn't working out, chamomile tea has it as well, okay? And that will increase the amount of tryptophan. So if you look up tryptophan foods, you could try some of them. So especially if you're struggling to sleep, or you're going to bed hungry, these are things that you could have that help produce melatonin maybe two hours before bed, to help you sleep. Number 5 then is that they like to read. Again, read before bed. I always read. It basically, again, you want to go with like kind of science fiction books. Got all my Game of Thrones books there. I read those. So it's good, like you don't want to be reading business books or physio books for me or whatever, things that would keep you thinking about work. You want to kind of go into, whatever autobiographies or someone else's world or whatever world you want. Allows you de-stress for the day. Reading your book, you'll find you'll be naturally dozy. You're not worried about it. Close the book, bang, off to sleep. Number 6 is the exercise. Again, it's expelling that energy. You're going to be tired afterwards. Think it's really good. If you can, you don't want to be exercising just before bed, especially if it's a high intensity exercise. But any exercise is better than no exercise. And then lastly, if you can sleep, it's not the end of the world. Meditate in bed, okay? Like you can just like either listen to something or focus on the breath in and out, like in your nose, out your mouth, or you can do like breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 7, breathe out for 8, and just work on that. And a good article from the Huffington Post shows you get a lot of the benefits of sleep through meditation. So again, some people just aren't good sleepers or they wake up early. I would stay in bed, keep your eyes closed. If you're meditating, you're still going to get a lot of the benefits of sleep. Deepak Chopra actually wakes himself up at 4 and meditates till 6 because he feels like he gets like that worked better for him than just sleeping completely to 6. Okay, so again, if you're meditating, you're going to get a lot of the benefits of sleep. So don't worry about if you're not actually falling asleep. It's just down regulating the body, allowing it to recover is going to make a big difference. Okay, again, if you want the book, just click the link. And we've got a new product coming out soon, the Back Aware Bells. If you want any more information on that, just click here and we can let you know when that's getting launched.